We are live. So just in case you have access to this and you are watching it as a replay, I'd like you to what are the first things we usually do on YouTube channels? Like, subscribe, comment, flood the comment sections, let the algorithm pop it up. At least for now, that it's still available online, because I doubt it will be available for so long. Okay, but yes, I'm so happy to be doing this today. We are going to be talking about some things that a lot of persons have been, you know, pouring fire on my head for. Okay, you want to learn how to sell. You want to learn how to sell your service. Basically, this is majorly for people who are into the knowledge monetization space, the knowledge industry. Okay, a lot of persons have been finding it difficult to, sell their knowledge or sell their skill. They feel I'm not ready yet, or I don't know how to. Okay, a lot of persons want to make money from what they know, but then they don't know how to. That is the purpose of the entire knowledge monetization bootcamp. And this is just the subsection. I've been teaching the knowledge monetization bootcamp since August. Okay, so if you come in live, if you join this live, please let me know. I would like to see your comment in the comment section. I would like you to comment and tell me where you're watching from. Okay, what's your name, and then where are you watching this from? Okay, are you from the inner circle? You can give me the inner circle vibes here. Okay, let's roll. Are you from the knowledge monetization bootcamp? You can pour the fire here. Let's roll. Okay, so yes, uh I won't, we may not be taking too long, okay? We will not be taking too long, but be rest assured that this is going to change your game, right? This is going to change your game, guys. And I'll be talking about some things. So this is what I have. It's not some bogus stuff. This is what I have. This is the draft, okay? So I'm going to be teaching you from my own experience, okay? Um, I'll be teaching you everything that's helped me so far when it comes to selling my skills or selling my knowledge online. Okay. There are some things you need to know. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if you can hear me. I hope I'm loud enough. My goodness. I hope I'm loud. Am I loud enough? Can you hear me? If you can, let me know, please. Please, 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 please let me know if you can. Okay, I hope you can hear me clearly. I just hope. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay, let me put this. I think it's better now. Let me put this on. See song. I see you. I see you. I see you. Uh, so yes, I'll be teaching you everything that's worked for me. I prepared for this session. So good. We're going to be talking about sales. What is wrong with this thing now? We're going to be talking about sales. Don't mind this thing that's trying to frustrate me. So what are the skills you need? Okay, what are the skills that you need that would help you to sell off, to sell more of your programs, your courses, your trainings, and stuff like that, right? So that's what I'm going to be showing you right here. Okay, so sales is a very broad thing. Sales is very broad, has a lot of elements in it. Sales is too wide. Now, there's the hard part of sales and there's the soft part of sales. I'm kind of dividing them into soft and hard skills. Okay, there are skills that you need that are more on the techie side. Okay, techie, more quantifiable skills. Then there are also some personal skills involved in sales. There are some personal aspects of it, talking about emotional intelligence, persuasion, psychology, and all those things. All those things are more of the interhuman part of sales. And if you do not have each of these things, if you don't have a firm grasp of this side and that side, you are going to suck at sales. You are going to, be horrible at sales. So, I think this is okay now. Good. So, yes, there's a lot of skills required, okay, and there has to be an interplay of those skills. And tonight I'm going to be talking about the sales skills, the what's it called? I don't want this to be too long. I want to get into the real stuff. I know you are waiting for the real stuff. Uh, get into the skills and the strategies that has worked for me. Now, The first one is copywriting. Of course, copywriting is something you must learn if you want to be successful in selling your skill. It's not for digital marketers. It's not for whatever you have for web designers, or some people think it's only these people that should be learning copywriting. No, if you have anything to do with sales, okay, if you have anything to do with sales, you must learn copywriting. Copywriting is a well, I say it's the art and science of selling with words. Now, selling doesn't necessarily mean that there must be an exchange of money, okay? Because a lot of persons think, after all, it's salesmanship in print. No, copywriting involves selling anything, an idea, a concept, a belief system, a platform, selling a product, yourself, anything you are trying to make another person buy into. Doesn't necessarily have to be money. Anything you are trying to convince another person to do with written words, it's copywriting. Yeah, it's copywriting. So it's persuasion in text or in writing, persuasive writing. So you could be writing copies to convince people to join your free training. Yes, I do that a lot. I write a lot of copies for people to join my training. I sit down and I brainstorm. It doesn't take me so long. You know, I may not be a pro copywriter, but then I know I have my way around words. You already know that. You already know that probably. So you write, you can write to persuade people to get your free ebook, or get your free or join your free training, or believe what you believe, or whatever it is. Okay, just like the story I told the other time about, more like a storytelling format. Okay, but that actually had it was written like a sales copy. It has parts. I'll still show you. I'll elaborate that. Basically, I would say there are three parts of a copy, of a good copy. One is the headline. The headline must be captivating enough. Hmm? Then two is the body copy. Okay. Then three is the call to action. Now, let me teach you. When I write short copies, I write very, very short copies that can enter my WhatsApp status. And I could also write the long ones. Now, for my long copies, I use AIDA formula. AIDA. AIDA. Now, it's one of the most common copywriting formulas, and it's basically attention, interest, desire, action. Get the attention with your headline, stimulate their interest in your body copy. While in the body copy, build the desire by making a good revelation of what's in it for them. The WIIFM question, the WIFM question, what's in it for me? Because your clients, your ideal audience, they are almost always asking with everything they see you put out, what's in this thing for me? So you have to be able to answer that question for you to persuade them to take action. Okay. So you are trying to stimulate that. You are mentioning the features, not just the features, the benefits. So if you have seen some of the copies I released for some of my products, if you indicate interest, something will just pop. If you like, try it. Come to my DM and type e-learning, or type personal branding, or type brand. Just come to my DM on WhatsApp and type brand. Let me see if I can pull up my number here. Yes, this is my phone number, and it's going on the screen. So if you are not connected already and you are seeing this and you want to know what I'm saying, you want to have a feel of what I'm saying, come to my DM on WhatsApp and type brand. Just drop brand. Something is going to pop up. Is the copy I use for my personal branding audio course. So you when I you see how it is structured from the first line. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be exactly, but from the first line till the last one, you see how I arranged everything, how I was able to list out the features, and not just listing the features, I was able to elaborate on the benefits by highlighting what those features can do for you. Okay, so that's one easy way to learn. You could go ahead and go to YouTube. There's a lot of wonderful videos on YouTube that you can use to learn copywriting One good example of somebody I know who does well in copywriting, online, is Dan Lok. Dan Lok's videos on copywriting are top notch on YouTube. You could go check him out on YouTube. Okay. Um, I took a lot of courses on copy. I did over, I think, over 5 or 6 courses on copywriting. Intensive, I mean, very, very intensive courses on copywriting. And after I did BOC, Bachelor of Copywriting, I went ahead to take a course. I paid for a course on Udemy, and I took, that was the first course. I think that was the first course I paid for on Udemy. And I completed that, and I went ahead to still find a lot of free courses on Udemy. I know my way around those stuff. I know how to get free courses, not illegitimately anyways. It's part of what I teach in my course. So I went ahead and got a lot of courses, and I kind of drilled myself on copywriting. But I wasn't doing that for the sake of answering copywriter or because I want to go and start selling my copywriting skill or whatever. No, I was doing it for myself. I wanted to do it to sell my own trainings, to sell my own courses, to sell my own programs and all that. So like I was saying, in that particular story, it had the headline, not necessarily a straightforward headline, but then it had the heading, it had the body copy, the story. It had the storytelling model is quite different, but I'm just trying to tell you the similarities. Then it had the call to action where I started calling them to reach out to me via my WhatsApp contact and all that. Good. So copywriting is not that hard. Okay. I've told you about writing a long copy, the format. These things are not that hard. Let me tell you the sincere truth. You can become a good, you can start writing good persuasive copies without sounding so fake. A lot of people are in the bid of trying to, write wonderful sales copies. Um, they go and copy what people do in the West. I mean, they go and copy those gurus, those copywriting gurus, and then they try to edit it. See the person sounding so fake, sounding so strange, and the sales copy is not persuasive at all in a bid to sound woke or sound like a powerful copywriter. Sometimes all you need is a simple message that can connect with your audience, or a story that you can use to connect, your audience can connect to. All right. So good. Um, That's it. That's it. One of the very simple, I told you about short copies. How do I write short copies so easily? I hope you can still hear me. I hope you are still here with me. You can write short copies very, very, very easy. I use the PAS model. PAS model. I learned it in one of the courses I did. It's for me, it's the simplest. Problem, agitation, solution, PAS. Just these three. There's my camera. Yeah. Yes. Three. One, two, three. Yes, 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 yes. So problem, agitation, solution. Problem. Your headline should highlight the first part of your copy, should highlight your audience problem. So even as I'm talking with you now, if I see, maybe if I want to organize a training now, I can easily generate a sales copy, okay, or a copy for my free training easily without stress, very easily. And it will still be persuasive enough using this PAS model. What is the problem your audience is having? Your ideal audience, your target market, what is their major problem? Once you get that problem, grab the problem. The next thing you are, apart from highlighting that problem, the next thing is to intensify. Good, 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 very good. Thank you very much for bringing that up. So that's PAS model. Let me bring it up on the screen. Good. Thank you very much. Very much. So the problem you have identified that they have, bring it, grab it. Then agitation is where you add pepper, add add salt inside their injury. Pepper them, pepper them very well. Let them know that if they don't solve this problem, they fit die. They can choke them. Agitate that problem. The next phase is the last part. You introduce your solution and you call them to action. I'll tell you why. The first one is problem. Let me give you an example. Let's say I want to organize it. Okay, who has any offer? What do you have in mind? Let me just freestyle one copy for you now. What do you have in mind? Anything you have in mind, you can put it out here, put it on the comments, and let's see how we can generate a copy. Maybe a training you want to organize, or something you want to sell, your knowledge, something you want to teach people and you want to charge for it. Put it out here. Let's generate a copy for it. Very, very, very easy. Very, very easily. Ifoma Ezokoli, I see you. Welcome, 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 welcome. Good to have you here. Anybody. Let's move. Let's move because we have lots of ground to cover tonight. Okay, help startups set up proper accounting records. Okay. Now let me give you an example with this now. Boyamino Isa, amazing. Good to have you here. Okay, you want to help startups set up proper accounting records. Now, you can check the problem most people are having, most startups are having. In fact, this is a very valid one. You know, a lot of startups don't even know. Okay, somebody saying training on mental health, I'll get to that. You need to be super specific so that you can know who you are targeting, and then those people can come to you. Mental health is very broad. It's very, very broad. You need to be super specific. Probably it's depression or something like that, but mental health is, except you are targeting maybe people who want to get a degree in mental health or something. It's too broad. That's just, you need to be a little bit specific. Now, startups to set up proper accounting records, you can come with something that would hold them, that would grab them from the headline. You can say something like, okay, why your sales are dropping, or uh some of these copywriting tips, starting using numbers in your headline. Maybe you do a little research and you find out that, okay, 77% of startups fail because of so and so, because they do not have proper accounting records. Okay, then the next thing you are going to be doing is to agitate that problem. Their problem is that failure, and a lot of people fear failure. They don't want to fail. Okay, now, or you can start with something like, mm, okay, your startup will fail if you don't know this. Your startup will fail if you don't know this. Okay, or something like, um okay, if you are if you have a startup, you need this, or you need to listen to this. There's so many ways you can start. Okay, in fact, it's not even you need. I'm not picking out any problem. You, in this field, this field of accounting, you have to know what people really need. From your experience, from your own experience, you have to know the problems that stand out in that particular field. Then harvest those problems, use it to create the first portion of your copy. Okay, use it to create the first portion of your copy so that it will get the attention of the people you are looking for. Okay, don't ever start a business if you don't know this. Okay, and you are trying to use it to grab those persons who are trying to start, or this is exactly why you are struggling with your startup. Okay, or you are losing money, you are losing a lot of money because you have ignored this, something like that. Then the next phase is for you to start highlighting. Okay, giving more details as to how that particular error is going to keep affecting them, or is going to keep draining them if they don't correct it. I don't know if you're getting the picture now. I don't know if you're getting me. Then the solution part is where you introduce what you have to offer, where you introduce your own offer. Okay, you come with something like this. Um, okay, if if this spoke to you, or if you want to stop making this mistake, or if you want to get started from here, I'm introducing a training that would help you get from point A to point B. Click the link. The next one is your call to action. It's very, very easy. The next one is to call them to action, to click a link, to like something, to subscribe, or to buy something, whatever it is. You're going to try to get them closer to yourself, to your brand. Okay, to that thing you offer. Okay, so I hope this is clear enough. Ifoma. Okay, so this is the question. You want to help startups set up proper accounting records. Okay, that's the question that she asked. So I talked about problem, agitation, solution for creating a short copy. Highlight the problem, elaborate on those problems, agitate those people. All right, whatever it's going to look like, agitate them, scratch their wound, scratch their wound, remind them that they lost so much money in the last period, or whatever it is, the last what do they call this now, the last season or something like that. Okay, let them know that they are making a lot of mistakes and they are losing a lot of money. mm, you can even start with something like having a business and being broke, you know, running a business and being broke. This is why. Something like that. Let's just be creative. Allow your creative juices flow. All right. So good. Uh okay. Then for this, if you want to generate copy, a longer copy, you can bullet point what you are offering as the features, and then you explain the features, how it's going to help them as your benefits. Okay, because people are becoming a lot of persons will tell you that let me go back to this PAS model or ADA. A lot of persons will tell you that you 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 should write copies based on emotion, that people buy based on emotions. Okay, but I read a book recently that destroyed that particular argument. Okay, some persons say people buy more based on emotions than they buy based on logic. Okay, or that people commit based on emotions than they commit based on logic. I, for one, I'm not the kind of person that you can get with emotion. It's not possible. Which emotion are you going to? It's not possible. I do most of what I want to do based on logic. And a lot of persons have been, they've experienced heartbreak so many times. You pay for a course that got you emotion, and you find out that this course is trash. The next time another course uses emotion to get you, and you find out it's trash again. You still want to go and use emotion. Are you a goat? You still want to go and use emotion and buy another one? No, it doesn't work now. People are getting wiser. So the essence of highlighting and elaborating on your features to bring the benefits to light is to trigger people's logic as much as you trigger emotion. Okay, is to trigger the logic. So there's no hard and fast rule as to who buys based on logic or who buys based on emotion. But the truth is that if you are able to get the two of them at the same time, you will definitely convert more than somebody who is just targeting one. Okay, good. Now, you can now start. If you are trying to use, let's say you want to still use this past model, and you are done with the problem, you have agitated with a short story or a mini body copy, and you want to highlight 3 or 4 things you want to teach. Now you bullet point those things, and then under each bullet point you are trying to highlight on those things to bring out the beauty of your solution, of the features. Those are the benefits. Okay, so okay, you're introducing them to how to use Excel for accounting, or for business model analysis, or for whatever, or how to use QuickBooks for accounting and all those kind of things. Now when you highlight it, you come under it and you are telling them this is exactly what this will do for you. Okay, if you know how to do this, it's going to cut you costs. You don't need to hire somebody who is going to do it for you as a startup, which is one of the major mistakes a lot of persons make. They are starting up something, they don't have money, they're going to hire people up and down. You are hiring somebody to do your web design, and you are paying the person. Somebody is doing your graphics, you are paying. Somebody is doing this one, you are paying. Somebody is doing this, you are paying. you know at the end of the day, you find out that by the time you are done paying, your business will crash. Even that your dream, it will fade, because you don't even have money to run the business again. So you're trying to let them know that okay, you are teaching them this so that they can use it to help their startup, or to train their own staff or something, this the team they are working with, it's I think it appeals more to logic, okay, than trying to tell them that when you teach them Excel, they'll use Excel to get married. It's not going to work. Okay, so good. Let's go to the next one. I've talked about the first skill, copywriting. I just introduced copywriting, what it is all about. You go ahead and dig deeper. Yeah, there's a lot to learn. It's very broad. I am currently reading a book. Um, my bad. Yeah. So I'm currently trying to go through a book, and that's Copywriting Secrets. Yes. So it's you have a lot of work to do. You have a lot of work to do. You have a lot of work to do, but you can start from somewhere. You don't necessarily. I didn't. The first time I made 25,000 naira online was during the lockdown. I didn't even learn copywriting. What I know is that people like the way I write. That's just it. And I had something I was offering. So you just have to start from somewhere. Yes, learn a little bit, go out and implement. Learn a little bit, go out and implement. I've not learned it all, but the little I've learned is really helping me in so many ways. Yeah. Um, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one, and that's content creation. In this song, I really would like to answer this your question to create a format with this your training on mental health, but I don't really understand. It's broad. It's broad. Who are you targeting? Who are you targeting, and what is their pain point? Is the training on mental health for people with mental health challenges? Is it for people with psychological disorders like depression? Is it for people with disorders like schizophrenia or things like that? Is it for the people, or is it for clinicians, or is it for their family members? Okay, I don't know. I don't know. So I can't really go into that. All right. So the next one is content or authority marketing. Content or authority marketing. Content marketing or content writing. You have to learn how to generate content. You must learn how to generate content, how to create content that you know that people can get attracted to, or that can attract people. All right. You have to learn whether it's on LinkedIn or on Facebook or whatever. You have to learn how to generate and create content. Now, beyond that, you also have need to learn how to position yourself. I'll talk about that when I get to branding and visibility. It's part of what I intend to talk about today. But when it comes to content, you need to learn how to position yourself as, in fact, people say content is king, because content creation or content marketing, you're welcome, Mr. Song. Okay, content marketing or content creation makes you sit as a consultant, not a salesperson. Content creation helps you to sit as a consultant, not a salesperson. That means your audience begin to see you as, hey, this guy is good. He knows what he's doing, and I should follow him. Now, people begin to study your content and get used to your content. People absorb your content and get used to it. And it gets to a point whenever you pitch something, they would want to go for it because they know, okay, this is what I want. Okay, so you have to direct and strategically position your content to have a goal in sight. If you can create content calendars, good and fine. Because I was taking they were telling me that I have to create one long boring content calendar. I was like, hey, this thing is not easy oh. But I'm not really that kind of person. I have to, it's an assignment, I have to. But then, you know it may not be so necessary. Yeah, really, it may not be so necessary. I don't feel Elon Musk has one content calendar waiting for him somewhere, or Jeff Bezos has content. I don't. Most of them, they don't even have time for social media. They just automate a lot of things or outsource. But then, one thing that would make your content make sense is if you start channeling your content towards what you offer. Mhm. Every content you are posting should have something related to what you want to be identified as an expert in. You can't want to be seen as an expert on, let's say, personal development, or let's say mental health. Yeah, mental health. So you call yourself mental health expert and you want to train people on mental health and charge them, or as a mental health counselor and charge them money. And then when we go to your Facebook, all we are seeing is Bibi Niger and Ronaldo versus Messi and bread or akara. Which one is sweeter? Golden one versus cornflakes. Fufu or gari. Sometimes what people do on social media, it's really funny sometimes because you are scrolling through somebody's Facebook page and you're trying, I mean, Facebook page, and you're trying to find out, I mean, personal page here, not business page. What's this person really about? What's this person really? Sometimes I've been in a situation where I saw somebody's banner. Wow, this is beautiful. So much wonderful stuff outlined in the cover page, and I was like, wow, I'd love to connect with this lady who is doing this nice thing. And then I don't know what carried me. I started scrolling through her profile, her Facebook posts. I didn't see anything that made sense. I didn't see anything that made sense. All the things in the cover photo was just there. It was just there. So I kept on observing. I'm like, why is this girl confusing me? Why don't you post this thing you are about more often? So if you are about leadership or business or whatever, mental health, try to position yourself as an authority, create more content, give out free stuff almost every time. Organize free trainings. That's one of the ways to do content marketing. Create free ebook or something, free course or something like that. Push it out, let people get it, let people get to watch it and understand that okay, this lady knows what she's doing, this guy knows what he's doing. Okay, that's it. Is there any example I forgot to give? Mm, no. Okay, so good. Position yourself as an expert. It's going to help you a lot. Do that on social media, on LinkedIn, Facebook, wherever. Okay, I'm not saying you shouldn't have fun. You should have fun, but sometimes even redirect the fun to yourself. Um, Let me give you an example. For this mental health, you could tell stories. Yeah, you could tell stories that show people that you know what you are talking about. You could tell stories that people can connect to. Okay, maybe tell a story about a your friend, imaginary friend who failed an exam, and the parents were mocking, kind of not mocking, scolding him, and he came to your room, and you noticed he was not feeling so good, and then you started eavesdropping on his conversations with himself. Maybe he was talking to himself, and then you heard him say something like it's over or something, pointers that this guy is probably depressed or this guy is probably trying to attempt suicide. And then just when he was about doing that, you stormed in and you tried to encourage him, you talked him out of that, and that kind of thing. Now, even though it is fiction, the mere fact that you are able to gather ideas of what to do in a situation like that would really, really mean a lot. Okay, now by the time you were done, the guy was rescued. You helped him get connection to see a mental health therapist or something, and he was rescued. That's all. Okay, now people are getting in tune with your brand, your authority as somebody who has knowledge in that field. It's not saying coming to your headline and or bio mental health experts, mental health that, and then all we are seeing is akara and bread, or akara and moi moi, which one is better? Be bread and moi moi, which one is better? No, 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 no. That's you have to be doing way more than that. Okay. Position yourself. Position. Yeah, I'll talk about that. I said that earlier. The next thing is to learn how to create an offer. Learn how to create offers. Um, you know, especially when you are selling to Nigerians, you can't run away from creating offer. Your offer must be so appealing that whoever is interested in that particular thing will feel like they are cheating you before they make that buying decision. They must feel like they are cheating you. If they don't feel like you are being cheated, they will not buy. Most of them, I can assure you, most of them will not buy. So you have to make crazy offers, and you have to be able to stand by what you are making as an offer. Yes, you have to be able to deliver. It's not just about boasting. Some people will tell you, you want to buy their course, and they'll tell you 100 years free mentorship, 100 years the other one, 100 years repair, 100 years everything. They'll promise you heaven and hell, heaven and earth, and everything in between. By the time you join, they will just dump things on your head. You just be seeing boom, 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 boom. Use 300 messages, 900 messages under 3 days. The same person that promised you mentorship, after the 900 messages, your chats will clear. You will message them to send you that message. They will not reply you. You will try complaining and they will block you. A lot of them, after that training, they've forgotten you. I can say this because I've had my own fair share of it. I've had very wonderful experiences. So I know. But then you don't have to be like that, okay? You have to stand out. You being an educator, a trainer, a coach, you are not just a teacher, you are also a guide. You're also meant to understand your students. People, we are all humans. We have our own points of frustration. I get to, there are things that people will do to you and you won't like it. There are some trainings you will join and the trainers will do some things to you and you don't like it. Don't do the same thing to other people. Yes, don't do the same thing to other people. All right, good. So you must learn to create offers that are enticing, but within your ability to deliver. Now, when I say within your ability to deliver, it's dicey, it's tricky, because you have to come to the point where what you can give for free or what you can use to garnish your offer is what others consider premium. You have to get to the point where if you tell somebody that, okay, I made a 3-page ebook and I want to give it to you for free, they know that that 3 pages of that ebook can change their lives. Okay, if you have gotten that to that point, you can make crazy offers. Okay, so if you see some of my courses, I tell you what it see, these things are not really hard. One of the things you can do is to model. Find somebody who is already doing well in that area and study those people, study what they do, study how they put out their content. You will learn a lot. Okay. Most of my courses these days, I don't put the price tag on the flyer. I don't put the price tag on the flyer. Okay. um for reasons not best known to me now, because I feel like a lot of persons need to know. A lot of persons don't want to make commitments, so once they see the price, they will run away. But by the time they get convinced by your offer, by the time they get convinced, I'm not saying you should go and do this, so may not work for you, but you can try it. Once they get, I believe they have to see the offer first, and that might convince them to then ask for the price. I learned this in a book I was reading. I read it during the lockdown about price reviews, but that is usually for high ticket offers, very high ticket offers. But then I've come to notice that in this country, sometimes even 2K is high ticket, even 3K is high ticket. Almost everybody keep complaining. You're trying to sell something, always then I don't have money. 1K, I don't have money. 800, some people will still complain that they don't have money. And that's the truth. But I think it works more effectively for me. Um, when I put out my offers and people engage, I tell them to send a particular uh, code or something, and they send it, and then they get the reply of my copy. Now they read it from beginning to end. It's usually long. It's usually long. If you don't want to read long stuff, you are not ready. Or most people will read and get to the end and then see that particular thing, the offer, how I put it, how I created the offer, especially for my e-learning course. There's no way you will read that, you'll see that offer, and you want it to pass by. There's no way. Okay. And I usually allow the discount. I offer discounts. Yes. So it's part of offer creation, or it's part of what you can do to garnish your sales process, make it more easy, or make your offer more attractive. I offer discounts that will expire within a short period of time. So once you see that, once you engage with it, once you read it, it has started counting for you. Okay. Now that's part of the things you could do when it comes to offer creation. Create wonderful, dangerous offers that can drag people by the truth and bring them, cause them to make commitment. All right. So you probably have a course you want to sell. Okay. There should be something else you have to offer that has to be complementary. There's some things you need to know about offer creation. Let me mention this and highlight it now. One, it has to be valuable enough. Has to be valuable enough. It's not two. It has to be something that will not be breaching copyright laws. I mean, you won't be trespassing another person's intellectual property. It's not to be telling me when you join this training, I'll send you a Manelape's ebook and send you Grant Cardone's ebook that I bought for so and so. What the? You think they are happy that you are sharing their ebook as free, whatever, as free offer or whatever? Okay, so create it. Be the one to create. You have something in you that people are looking for. Okay, that free training you've organized on WhatsApp, compile it, put it into an ebook. That your WhatsApp status teaching that you did, compile everything, put it in an ebook that you can give out for free. Maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pages. It's enough. Okay. The other things you can give as your as as you can use to create offers. You can use a special group. People love that sense of belonging. You can use a special group, an accountability program, an accountability group, or something. There's this part of man that yearns for membership. That's why people belong to different things, belong to churches, belong to cults, belong to whatever, because they feel like they need to belong to something. So give them the opportunity to belong to something, maybe a Facebook group or something like that. Just do that. Use your ebook that you created, a short ebook. It has to be simple to understand. I mean, it's not telling me. I've seen people who told me to join their group and make payment or something. I think that was a free training, but it pissed me off to do something and get a free reward, and you're giving me free reward of 300 and something pages. Abi, was it 300 and something? Abi, 700 and something pages? I can't remember. One big something. It doesn't make sense. The truth is, a lot of people don't like all that work, all that stress. I hope you can still hear me. Please, if you are following, I would like to see your comment in the comment section. Please make a comment. I would like to know if you are following me. Drop something in the comment section. Drop your fire emoji. Drop anything you want to drop. If you want to drop money, you can drop money. Okay. So I think I'm done with this. Let me put it out. Good. So if you are following me, let me know. So I hope my voice is not dim. Good, good, good. Sir Charles Itua. Yes, yes, yes. This song, I think you should actually connect with Sir Charles. He's a mental health expert. Yes, so you see, that's one of the benefits of coming on live. You get to connect with people of like mind. So when it comes to this training on mental health that you are talking about, he has done a lot of that. He's a mental health counselor. He's certified. He's an expert, and I've worked with him too. I've worked with him on a particular case, and I can never forget that day. He's really good. So yes, you can connect with him definitely and see how you can work together. All right. So talking about, we are still in offer creation. The second thing I mentioned has to be simple to understand or easy to understand or easy to flow with. The next thing is that I said the first one is has to be valuable enough. Second, created by you or you have the right to distribute. Then third one, easy to flow with. What else? What else about what you are adding to your offer to spice it up? I'm trying to think of something else. Trying to think of something else that has helped me, but let's continue. If I remember it, I'll say it. Now, the next one you need to learn is sales. Like say, okay, let me talk about landing page creation. Let me talk about landing page creation. uh okay, yes, the final one, forgive me, the final one about offers. It has to be complementary. It has to be related to what you are talking about. Don't be organizing a training on let's say job search, how to land your dream job. That's the training you're organizing, and you are giving a free book on how to quit your job as offer, as part of your offer. It doesn't tally. Or you are giving them a free book on how to cook beans, or you are giving them free book how to make akara, how to pound yam. It doesn't tally. If you're organizing a cookery training, maybe a culinary training, you can do that. You can give them free book, free video that you created, free video course you created, free content you created, free compilation you made, or training guide you developed. You can give it to them as a free gift, or as a bonus package in your off when creating your offer. Okay, you can put it as part of your offer, whether it's bonus or whatever, however you want to arrange it. Okay, you can do that. But don't come and organize a personal development training and then start giving people free ebook on how to make offer. And it doesn't make sense. Doesn't really make sense. So what you are giving us for free has to be complementary, not necessarily in the same field. But okay, take myself for example. you know I can organize a training on personal development and offer you a video on LinkedIn optimization. Because within the personal development training, I'll tell you about LinkedIn and how important it is. Now, these things are linked. I'll tell you how they are linked. They are linked and you know it. I can offer you a free gift on personal brand building. You already know that they are linked. I can offer you a free gift on maybe how to develop the right skill set or build the right skill. These things are they are parts of what I offer, and I can put them together and offer to you. Okay, that's how to create an offer. They have to be related, complementary, not parallel. Good. The next thing you have to learn, or you may need to learn, this one is not compulsory. It's not compulsory. You can learn how to build landing pages or sales pages or squeeze pages, as the case may be. There was one I built, then I built it with Google Sites. I love using simple tools. I believe life is very easy. We are the ones who choose to complicate things for ourselves. Yes. Um, Start with what you have, guys. If you find a way to learn, go and learn. There are people who are teaching these things. Go and learn. Go and learn. Some of them are charging something smaller than 5,000, 3,000, 2,000. Go ahead and learn it. Okay. It's going to help you building landing pages that actually convert, right? So you can learn how to build a landing page. But I said it's not compulsory. Start with what you have. Okay. Um, Landing page creation, there's card.co, there are Google, you can use Google Sites, you can even use a Google Documents, or use Microsoft Word documents and insert hyperlinks. Now, that's going to be your landing page. When people indicate interest in your offer, you can even redirect them to that document. Now, when they read the document and read everything the way you've arranged everything, they get to the last line, the hyperlink and everything. They can click the hyperlink, and it takes them to another page where you sell something to them and they pay. So it doesn't have to be all bogus. It doesn't have to be all bogus. All right. Learn how to build a landing page. There are some wonderful sites you can use. Some of them are for free. Yeah. I know of card.co. I know of Groove Funnels, or yeah, Groove Funnels. Yeah. So that's it. And learn how to, will I say, audience building or advertising. Learn how to advertise. You can use organic, you can use paid traffic, organic traffic and paid traffic. Okay. So someone like me, I depended mainly on organic traffic. I did a lot of organic marketing. Um and currently I'm trying to dive into paid advertising or paid traffic generation. I have been working mainly on WhatsApp. It's not that hard. There's a lot of work involved to figure things out, but it's not that hard. So you could organize a lot of free trainings and get people to repost the link for you. When they repost, you offer them a free gift as a reward. and you get people to repost the invitation to your training. And when they join, you teach them for free. And when you are done teaching them for free, you offer them your paid course or your paid class or your paid mentorship program, whatever you have to offer that they will pay for. Now, what you are trying to do with that free training, that's what many people don't understand. In fact, when I started teaching, my major intention was not to sell something to them so quickly. No, I was doing what I loved and I was happy I was impacting people. And that was why when I finally started charging for what in fact, people literally forced me to charge for what I teach. I had friends who came to me and they were like, CJ, I feel guilty learning all these things from you for free. You've done a lot already. Like throughout the lockdown, you've been organizing training after training after training. Since how many years ago I've been training people for free. Okay. They will come to me and they're like, if you charge for this, I'm willing to pay. Some of them will send very long testimonials, very, very, very long that I'll have to read and pause and calm down and move around and smile and before I come back and complete. So they were the ones who pushed me. You can charge for this, it's worth charging for. Go ahead and charge. People will pay. I got the courage to charge for that. So the essence of the free training is to buy land in their head, occupy a position in their head. I told you about becoming expert. You want to be seen as an expert and as a consultant, not a salesperson. Where most people make the mistake is that they feel, oh, everybody's organizing free training and then pitching one nonsense at the end. So they're going to create group chat and, you know, teach one trash, they will just keep dropping things that they're copying from somewhere else. People know you are copying. Even if you are copying, at least give them time to read up small now. Boom, 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 boom. Next thing, 300 messages in the group chat. Next thing we are seeing is to join the master's class. To join the master class, do this. It's not like that. It doesn't work like that. Okay. Shebi is you that told them, come and learn everything you need to know about so, so, and so. Why are you telling them to join master class again now? Is it not funny? So that's not the way it's done. Okay. You could spend some time teaching them some real stuff. Gather as many people as possible in your free training. That's a huge secret and a leverage point. Gather as many people as possible. Teach them what you have to offer for free. Okay. Ensure that they are following. Ask them questions like, are you following? I've taught you guys this in the knowledge monetization bootcamp. Ask them questions like, are you following? How is it going? Am I too fast or too slow? Questions like that. Your aim is to get feedback from your learners. Okay. Ask them those questions. If they're not responding, stop, pause, do something funny or try to get their attention. If possible, send them private messages. I send almost all my students in almost every training, every paid training, because no, I won't have time to do that for free trainings. I send almost all my students, I send them personal messages. I create broadcasts and I send them messages to remind them of the classes so that they can follow up. So that they can follow through. So make your free trainings exceptional so that people would want to, the logic behind it is, if this guy can offer this much for free, imagine what will be happening in his paid class. Okay. So when you are done with the free training, you can then pitch the paid training to them. Okay, I have an offer and I would like to continue this training with maybe 10 persons or 20 persons, or I'm opening the door for 50 persons alone. And let them know that, 50 persons only. Let them know that over 600 people are seeing this message right now. Over 300 people are seeing this message right now, and the offer is going to exist till 11:59 tonight or something like that. Anything you can do to induce that urgency. Okay. Anything you can do, Marian, I see you, you're welcome. Anything you can do to induce that urgency, feel free to do it. Okay. Now, what else do you need? Yes, paid advertise. I've talked about organic, how you can build your audience and target people and get as many people as possible organically. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about is paid advertising. Now, paid media or paid advertising is in two forms, or in fact, is in many forms. All of them are similar. You can do influencer marketing. people who have over 2,000 followers on social media, or maybe 500 WhatsApp status viewers, or 1,000 or 2,000, however it is, as long as they can give you the visibility that you need, you can stick with them, pay them, let them advertise for you. Now, your idea is not to advertise a paid class immediately. No, your idea is to still use that formula. It's have something that you can offer to grab people's attention. It's called HVCO, high value content offer. It has to be high value. Maybe an ebook. You see all those people saying, my friend so and so wants to give this ebook to 100 persons, or one, all those things, majorly to get people's details, contact details, get their mail for email marketing, or to get their WhatsApp number to start sending them broadcast or something like that. Okay, so that's what it's about. So you can advertise a free training on a WhatsApp TV. Okay, you can pay them, some charge 1,000, some 2,000 or three, whatever. Sometimes it will convert, sometimes it may not convert. It depends on a lot of factors. But then you can also invest in Facebook advertising and Google advertising, Google ads. Okay, those ones are more trustworthy per se. Because if you're advertising with a WhatsApp TV, you don't even know most people who are viewing that TV, that particular WhatsApp TV, may not be your audience. They may be people who are viewing for BB Niger updates. Yeah, and you're coming to tell them time management secrets. What are they doing with time management secrets? Or people who are looking for the latest gist, and you're coming to tell them about uh, how to learn copywriting. They don't even know what you are saying. They have no idea. So it's either you are looking for people who can advertise for you, who are in the field of what you are doing. Okay, maybe in the personal development space, or people who are their audience have been listening to their messages or listening to their content, and it's changing their mindset. They are thinking in one direction that you are trying to market to. Now, or you can go to Facebook or Google, learn how to advertise. I'm currently doing a lot of learning in that angle. I'm doing a program on Coursera. I'm doing a program on Coursera, and it's a lot. It's very intensive, and I'm still trying to get the hang of all these things. Okay, so you go ahead and learn how to advertise. Anything is going to cost you to learn paid advertising. Well, do it. Okay, bring out small money and test your ads. Run ads to a free training. All right, get as many people as possible to attend. Teach them, or maybe a free ebook. Get their emails. you know Run ads to the landing page. They click on it, download the ebook, leave their email there. That email is what you use to keep monitoring and hunting them. you know in that email, you add them to your email list. There's email marketing. Learn email marketing, email sequencing, how to send emails in sequence. You set everything. It's automated. Monday to send this, Tuesday to send this, Wednesday to keep sending and giving them value. You are building. They are ascending your value ladder. You are building it to get to a point. Okay, let's say on Saturday you've done a sequence of 5 days or 6 days. Saturday you sell something to them. you know Even within your sales message, you are still offering them value, so they are not seeing you as somebody that is salesy. The mistake a lot of persons make is that they just get people's contacts, or get their whatever, get them into a group, and then teach them for 30 minutes. Vroom, 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 vroom. The next thing is pay for masterclass, or pay for this, pay for that. People hate to be sold to. People hate being sold anything. Okay, but once they begin to see you as a person of value, they would want to. There are people now that that even if you don't have money for something, you won't tell them you don't have money. You would rather close your mouth, or you would let them know that you are saving the money to get that thing. That's the truth. Anybody you are telling, this person is telling you pay for a course, and how much is 10,000? So it's too much. It's too much. It's simply a very funny way of telling somebody that you undervalue whatever he's offering. I find it insulting if I tell somebody the price of my course or a program I'm running and the person says it's too much. I find it as an insult, you know, to tell me that the price of what I'm offering is too much. You're trying to tell me that the value I'm going to give you is quite lower than the value you are seeing, or the price of that course, the equivalent. Okay, so that's it. The next thing we are going to look at right now, I don't know if you are still following. Please, if you're following, you can make a comment so I would know. The next thing we'll look at is sales closing. Sales closing, that's one of the skills you need to learn. Yeah, that's one of the skills you need to learn. I'm going to mention it on passing. So what is closing about? What is closing about? Please, if you can hear me, let me know, please, so that we'll continue. Oh God, we spent time. This is 1 hour. This is 1 hour. Okay. Okay. So what is closing about? Closing is the sales, is taking a customer through a journey, the customer journey, the sales journey, from the interest phase till the point money enters your account. That's what closing is. All these things are parts of the sales process. Closing is more like you fighting with the buyer. I don't mean literal fight now. It's an art of persuasion, trying to persuade your buyer to understand that that particular thing you're offering is for him or her. Okay, so closing begins at the point where customers begin to have objections. So somebody indicates interest in your course and is like, okay, how much is it? I'll think about it. I'll get back to you. That kind of reply. Let me talk to somebody. Let me talk with my parent and all that. That's where closing begins. That's where you need to understand sales closing, how to handle customer objections. What do you need to say just in case the customer says this or that? What do you need to tell the person? That's what closing is about. Okay. So the next thing you need to learn is resilience and consistency. A lot of times this thing is going to wipe you. I mean, a lot of times you're going to try out stuff and it won't work. You need to keep your head in the game. You need to stay motivated. You need to stay strong. Can beat your mental health. You still need to stay strong. So that's why I added resilience and consistency. You need to be consistent with creating content, with pushing out your offers, with advertising your offer, whatever it is. Nobody can do it for you better than you can do it for yourself. Even if you're not the person doing it, you still need to be the major decision maker in that process. Okay, so you need to understand, you need to learn resilience, you need to build your resilience, develop your mental thickness, your mental toughness. Okay, just in case you are trying this thing and it's not working out, you are pushing out your offer, nobody's buying it. You are organizing a training, nobody's joining, nobody's signing up. You should be tough enough to tell yourself that you are not going to give up. You are going to find out what you are not doing right and start doing that thing well, so that you can get better results instead of quitting. There are people who, at some point, they felt like, this thing is not working, let me just quit. Okay, so that shouldn't be your own case. Now, the next thing is, yes, feedback. I talked about feedback, so I'm going to be fast about this one. What you need to do here to get feedback from your students or from your learners, you need to, in fact, learning is not complete without objective feedback. Yes, so you need to, as much as possible, communication is not complete without feedback. You need to gather feedback as much as possible. One of the ways to do that is to ask. Ask and you shall receive. So while doing a training, ask for feedback. How is it going so far? How are you perceiving this training? I use WhatsApp for my trainings most of the time. So you can ask them and then let them mention how they are seeing, how the training is for them on WhatsApp. Another way you can do that, they can also send to your DM. Another way you can do that is via evaluation forms. When you are done with a training, you send out a form, an evaluation form. You create simple, you can create Google forms on Google. You can create forms, form.google slash create. Is it slash or dot create? I think form.google slash create. I think so. You can check it out. And it takes you into the form creation process. You start creating a form, put in details that you'd want them to, you want to ask them. I think I would have to find a way to make the template of my own available for those in the knowledge monetization bootcamp group. So if you are there and you see this, remind me. I'll make a template of my form available for you so that you can edit it. All right. Good. Now, um, what else? Yes, feedback. Find creative ways to get learner feedback. You can promise your students that when they fill the form, they'll get added to another group or something like that. Or when they fill it, you give them a free gift for giving you feedback. I was reading a book, Sell Like Crazy by Sabri Subi, and at the last page of the book, he asks for feedback, for you to mail him your feedback after reading the book, and he will read it, that he cherishes reading the feedback, and then he will send you a gift. If somebody like Sabri Subi, whose book has gotten to millions of people, will be asking people to send feedback, and he will send them a gift. Like, he has that time to send anybody that will send feedback, send their gift their way. He has the time. If somebody like Sabi Subi can do that, then, well, who am I not to? Okay, so you need to find creative ways to get people to give feedback. I noticed that a lot of persons are not skilled at communication. They are not skilled with communication, and they don't know how to give feedback. So probably when you are training, you're asking who is following and things like that, and nobody's talking. Sometimes I use a bit of humor. Sometimes I express my pain. I express my frustration. I let them know it's painful. Yeah, because it is really, it is to abandon everything you are doing. It is to abandon a plate of food on your table, and you're coming over to teach a session, and then you're asking for feedback, and nobody's responding. It's painful. It's very painful, especially when you know the depth of sacrifice and commitment you've put into that thing, and you're expecting it to be reciprocated. But, well, most times it may not be. Maybe they're genuinely busy, or maybe for some reasons they just decided to murder you. Just kidding. But then you have to find creative ways to get learner feedback. All right, good. The next thing I'm going to talk about is branding and visibility. I'm going to be quick on this, okay? Whatever is making you feel like you shouldn't be getting your work online, cut it now, cut it today, okay? As much as possible, you need as many eyes on you as possible. You need to be visible. Go and join LinkedIn. Create content, put it on LinkedIn. Create content, put it on Facebook. Put it on your status. Put helpful content on your status. You are trying to build a brand as an expert, as an authority in your field. And it's only when you identify as an authority in your field that people would want to pay to learn from you. You can't be posting jokes and memes all over the place, and you expect people to come and pay you to learn whatever it is, content creation from you, or learn copywriting from you. They've not seen your expertise. There are things you should be doing. Use your testimonials to build on what you have. Use your testimonials to position yourself as an expert. Go to my LinkedIn. You will see testimonials of my students. Some of them, at least one or two or three, you will see them. Some of them are featured on my profile. Go to Facebook, you will see me post testimonials, you know, occasionally. I post stories that resonate with my brand message. Okay. So when people read that, you would be able to see from that story, as much as it is very interesting, very wonderful story, very lovely, very captivating. But you read through the story and you are able to see, okay, this guy is a clarity coach. This guy is a personal development coach. This guy is a mentor. You will be able to see that. A lot of people don't know. They think life is all about cruise. You know, you come to status, WhatsApp status is cruise, Facebook is cruise, LinkedIn too. You carry cruise, enter LinkedIn. How now? Why now? So, as much as you want to be free, yes, I advocate that you show your personal side while building your brand as an educator or as an expert or as a consultant. You also need to position strategically to show forth a certain level of excellence and expertise. You have to. So create content that push you, that position you as an expert in your field. Even if you're an expert in four different fields, post content that will tie those things together. Today you can talk about this one, tomorrow you can talk about this one, but you want people to know, okay, this is what I do. You want a scenario, a situation whereby whenever I call it brand and mind engine optimization or search mind optimization, SMO. Okay, whenever people call you, they remember what you do. Whenever people call what you do, they remember you. If I talk about bookstore, who comes to your mind? If you are here, if you are live, you can answer. Or I don't want this to delay. I'll just wait for a few seconds and I'll move on. If I talk about bookstore, something comes to your mind, or online bookstore, whatever. I'm waiting for a response. Okay, for me, if I were to answer that, okay, if I were to answer that, when I talk about bookstore or when people talk about bookstore, what comes to my mind is Amazon. Why? The company has successfully positioned in our heads to see that anything bookstore is Amazon. Okay, that's how it works. That's how it works. Now, if I talk about transport company or automobile company or something like that in Lagos, the first thing that will come to my mind is Uber. The first thing that will come to my mind is Uber, not even Molue or whatever. They have succeeded in positioning themselves in people's minds. So that's what you want to do. The more you post about a certain thing, okay, I'm an expert in this or I'm interested in this. When people think about that thing, they think about you. I've had situations where people come to me and they're like, somebody referred me to you. That's one of the benefits of branding. Somebody referred me to you, they said you are very good with personal branding. I want you to come and teach in my event. Or somebody, I saw your post. I would like you to help my son. I'll send you his number. I'll send some parents to send me the numbers to their daughters and their sons, and I would like you to connect. I would like you to share this thing with him. I would like, and that's it. Because I have, through my content, positioned myself as an expert in a particular field. And that is what I want you to start doing. Start thinking how you can strategically position yourself. Okay, good. Now, like I said, you need to be visible. You need to exploit any means possible to get visible. Any means you can lay your hands on to get visible, do that. Sales is a numbers game. If you want to be successful in this thing, if you want to make a lot of money from it, you have to be known, be seen, be noticed by many people in their hundreds, in their thousands, in their millions, if possible. You need to get noticed. You need to appear in front of as many people as possible. You need to give value to as many people as possible. Okay, get visible. Any tool that is going to help you get visible, more visible, use that tool. LinkedIn is what did that for me. I currently have over 38,000 or 37,000. I can't remember. Should be about 37,000, 37 something on LinkedIn. 37,000 followers on LinkedIn. LinkedIn was the first place I came in, and I posted and I saw 1,000 views on my post. And that really, it made me feel good. Yeah, it made me feel good. Within 24 hours,
I saw 1,000 views on my post and I was happy. So I saw hundreds of views on my profile. So, small thing, LinkedIn will come and notify me. Your profile is getting hit. And I'll get excited. So that's what you want to do. Anything that you can leverage on that will get you get the eyes on you. Do that. Okay? Do that. On Facebook, join other communities. Post your content there. Let more people see you. Okay? Look for focus groups that your audience is they're hiding inside groups. Go there and find them, create content and drop it there. Okay, a lot of times I've been in groups where after posting, some persons will come and look for me. I'll see them liking my content. They will like the post as I posted in somebody's community. They will like it, and they will come and look for me in my profile. They will come and then I'll notice this person will just like series of like 6 posts, and it is just that the person is looking for has seen that content and is like, wow, I want to know this guy. They will go to my page and they will start liking all my posts because they are reading them and they are getting value. They will start liking and liking and liking. Before I know it, I'll see a message in my DM on Facebook. Good evening, please, I would like to connect with you. I saw your post on this. I saw your post on so and so. I would like to connect with you. I really enjoy reading your content. Thank you so much for all you do. Da. And boom, we are connected. Boom, we exchange contacts on WhatsApp. And then before you know it, they start viewing my status updates on WhatsApp. You know, most those kind of people are usually the most active. They are always engaging in everything. Before you know it, I'll post one thing that I'm selling or maybe a training I'm organizing, and they are the ones, the fastest ones to pay for it. So there's no limit actually to what you can have access to or to what you can do in the online space. Get as visible as possible. That's my advice for you. Okay, I think this is the last thing I would say. The final thing is the communities, recommended communities and courses, and mm, that's what I'm going to send to the training room, the Money Brain Mentorship Group, the Money Brain Training Group, the Bootcamp group. I'm going to send this part, the recommended courses and recommended communities for you if you want to start making money from your brain. If you want to go into the knowledge monetization space, I'll go as far as I can to find from what I know and then what I can find. I would always recommend to that group. So this is it, guys. This is it. I hope you learned something from this session. Okay, for those joining us, this is actually meant to be only for my students in the knowledge monetization bootcamp. Those who enrolled for it, it's a paid training, and I think this is the last session. Yeah, so I decided to open it up for everybody to join, and it was nice having you guys. It was nice having you guys. My eyes are now kind of red. I've been talking since how many hours now? And we've been here for an hour, 18 minutes, and it's fun to have you guys. So if you really enjoyed this, I would like you to make comments of what part of the video stood out for you, what you enjoyed most. Give me feedback, and I would reply. If you have should I take questions? If you have any question, you can shoot your shot in the comments here. You can just shoot your shot. If I see if there's a reason to answer that, I'll do that. Okay. So good. If you want to make any request from me, this is my number on the screen. Chat me up on WhatsApp. Okay. If you want to probably inquire about the next cohort, or maybe you want to get one of my courses, maybe I offer a lot of trainings, a lot of courses, personal branding, personal development, e-learning, career clarity. Uh, Finally. Okay, so this is Nigeria now. This welcome to my country. So yes, I'll be rounding it off here. I hope you can still see me. I'll be rounding it off here, guys. So if you have any question, you can reach out to me. Okay, I'm seeing the comments by Dr. Charles Itua. I enjoyed the part you said about having a marketable skill like copywriting to sell yourself. Thank you so much for the feedback. Thank you, sir. So, yes, I'll be ending it here. We'll all continue somewhere else. For those in the Knowledge Monetization Bootcamp, meet me in the group, okay? For those coming from the inner circle, let's meet in the group as well. I would appreciate your comments. Make comments and let everybody know that you enjoy this training. The algorithm is also going to pop it up on YouTube, okay? So yes, 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 yes. Is there anything I'm forgetting? No. Thank you all very much. Okay. So yes, please, before I forget, like and subscribe so that you get updates for my next videos. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a good night.